Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to February's May I Scraplift You. As you know, last month we decided that we would make May I Scraplift You a monthly event as opposed to it being weekly. So on the second Saturday of every month, we will bring you a May I Scraplift You. That is, of course, in addition to the entire month of May. But then we added our Mad About mini paper pads on the third Saturday. So we still have some fun stuff going on Saturday. So for this May I Scraplift You, you can see the gorgeous layout that I'm scraplifting up here on the left. It is from Katie Scott from Scrappy Sisters. She is one half of the Scrappy Sisters channel here on YouTube. She shares the channel with her sister Jess. And over on Instagram, they are Scrappy Sisters Oz, O-Z. So she has a gorgeous layout up there in the corner that I had in my Scraplift file. It's not that old. In fact, I will put the video that Katie did for this layout. I'll put that down in my description box below. There were two things that really attracted me to this. I've been wanting for a while. Katie does fairly frequently a sort of larger photo and smaller photo. In her case, she uses the same photo. And I have a few of those, and I will definitely be doing that. But in this particular layout, I wanted to do these two because it is Adela, Martina, Julia with the Eiffel Tower here in the background, and then sort of from further away, and I would guess probably about here, this photo. So I wanted to get that done using that sort of philosophy that Katie uses, which I love and I think is fun. Now, on the background, she used a Vicky Boutin pre-made foundations paper, and I looked through. I have tons of Vicky's foundations paper. I bought a couple of the sets. Christy sent me some as well, so I have tons, but I do not have the one that Katie used, and I couldn't find, in all of the ones that I have, I couldn't find one that was in the color scheme that I wanted and the kind of design that I would want. So I said, well, I'm going to follow the philosophy from the one that Katie used and do a little bit of mixed media on my background. And in the end, I really love how this came out. So my whipped cream 100-pound cardstock as the background, framed with black cardstock, and that I've got it, of course, and you'll see that I have it here in a moment. And then I took my Mandarin Mai Tai. I think I could have gone maybe a little more orangey, but quite frankly, I like the match. I think it matches well. I had Glorious Days out, which is gold, on my desk as well, but I really think the Mandarin Mai Tai is quite a nice match. So I basically just did the packaging technique on the background that I enjoy doing. So I got that down, and then because in the pre-made foundations paper that Katie used, there was some black text in there, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do some stamping. So I went in and I got this stamp, which is a 49 and Market stamp, I think, and I used this one. I guess it's still on my stamping block over there, but I used this one. And I had this postscript from Stampin' Up! In my stash, and I knew that I also had a full sort of Eiffel Tower stamp, and I put it, oh, you know what, they're drying over in my, hang on, let me actually go get. Okay, there we go. So this is on the stamping block. And then I knew I had sort of, and I couldn't find my Eiffel Tower, so I took this one out of my stash, and I found that I had been quite smart in that I had stored it in here with it. This one is not Stampin' Up. I don't remember who this comes from, but I had sort of stored it in there, and I use that. So I started with the Eiffel Tower stamp, and I just stamped it here in a couple of places so that I would get, and I sort of did this part of it only. I inked up this part of it only in black. And I did do some sort of second generation a little bit in there as well. And then I did it down here. You can see it's a lot darker down here. And it came out fairly square. So I went back and added even more of this lovely stamp to sort of soften the edges and make it come out a little bit the way it is in Katie's layout. So that's my background, my friends, and I sort of love it. Now, I've got a few things here. I want to map my photos, and I have some Vicky Boutin Print Shop, and I have this paper, which is maybe a little warmer. It's definitely a warmer golden yellow than this is, but I think it is perfect for matting. And then I also have the leftover cardstock here, so I might do a double matte. I might do, yeah, I think I might do something like that, because this on black, I don't like. It just sort of disappears. So I think I might do that. Now, I found this was on my desk. This is definitely from Vicky Boutin as well, and I had done a notebook edge punch. So I think I'm going to bring that in, taking a little bit, there we go. So if we sort of put that here like this, then I think I might want to get this down here. I'll put something else there. I think I might do a scalloped edge punch with a little bit of this paper and put that underneath as well, so that I have a nice shelf. Katie has a cluster up here in the corner, and she has her title here, and then a little bit of a cluster down here. So I've got a few things out. I have this tag, which I think the colors sort of match. Now, I'm going to see whether I could just sort of maybe fishtail, because I don't want Star Player, and then punch this out in a bigger, sort of put another, what is that called there, sort of protector hole thingy, whatever, on there in, with this paper, perhaps. We'll see. That might sort of come down here. I have taken these papers as well, because I'm thinking I could maybe use this tag down here, might be nice. And this one as well. And on this side, we sort of have the one. I think I might put something else there. And maybe this. Now, this tag and this paper, I sort of like that, but it would bring in different tones. There's a gorgeous yellow here, but then I would be bringing in the sort of corally, and I don't know whether I want to do that. So I might come here. Then I would be bringing in some brown, but there is definitely some brown there. So I might want to bring in this strip here, perhaps, and then maybe this from up here as well, to sort of bring this out down here with a couple of tags. I think that might be an idea. I have this, not so sure. I brought in some Gorgeous Flowers number 5, which I might want to add in this area. You see? And I got some film strips from the NicoleJones911 Digi prints as well. And I printed out the dark gray, and these are the small ones. And I kind of like this because it really is like the old style negative. On this one, Josh put sort of the little white or paler edge to it. So I do like this. And then this one is funny because this, again, is my printer being very, very silly. So this is not actually a color. But I've said this before. Sometimes, you know, those errors, you know, when you're doing the clean printer head, and I've had a lot of trouble with my printer the last couple of weeks. But this morning it seems to be fixed. I did a lot of printing finally after doing the clean print head cycle yet again 3 times. And now it seems to have finally fixed it. But I printed this out and I don't remember what this might have been. Was it maybe one of the Radiant Rainbows or something? I'm not quite sure. I think it might have been. But then if you look at this one, it might match. So I might take a larger film strip, these 2 film strips, and I have my film strip die that I might use as well. This is from Your Next Stamp, so that might be fun to use. So I've got that out, and my title, I think, is going to be VILLE LUMIERE, because that just, you know, fits perfect. The City of Lights, Paris, the City of Lights, and I'll do it in French because there the Eiffel Tower is so beautifully lit up. It is the evening, so I think that works perfectly. And I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to put it up here the way Katie has it, or whether I might want it more down here. We'll see. And then last but not least, I've got some lovely Bramble Fox stars here. The yellow might be a little too bright. Let's see, would it be a little too bright, or would I be able to use them as well? Oh, I think I might be able to use them. Maybe not in as great a number as the black ones, but I think I could use them to get a little dimension on there. So that's my plan, my friends. So let me go off and get a little bit of this sort of started and down, and I will come back and finish it with you. See you in a minute. Okay, my friends, so I got my photos matted in the 2 layers, that 6x8 lovely paper from the print shop and just some black cardstock. I then, as I said I would, I got my scallop punch out and I just punched out a strip of that same paper. Got this scrap that was on my desk and I cut it so that I would have a little bit left over because I think we're going to use that down here at the bottom. Now, oh my goodness, I've moved this down because I fussed so much with, you know, moving this up, down like a millimeter. Sometimes, I don't know, just, you know, stick it down, golly. So what I want to do is have this sort of over the black in between the 2 here, although I think I'm going to do some embellishing on top of that, so we'll see. All right, now I just want this here over a little bit, and then we're going to pop this under here. Yeah, so something like that. So I think we'll put this one down first. There we go, and sort of bring it there. There we go, and then put this one on top. There we go. So get that. I think I want this up a little bit more. Yeah, let's bring this up here so that we see a little bit more of that. There we go. And then this one, you see, can come down then a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And bring that over. Okay, there we go. Let's just do that because, oh my God, I've been fussing. All right, so the photos are down. Now, I showed you that paper, and I decided that I did not want to bring in any of the peach. And there is Chopin saying hi. So I'm going to bring this down here to start a little bit of a cluster here. Oh, my friends, I have no idea how that happened again, but my recording stopped. Remember that had happened a couple of times last year, and it hasn't happened in months, but it did again. So here was I scrapping away, talking to you, and my video had cut off. So I got this little cluster down. I think that is where we left off. I was getting this cluster down, so I did, with a little bit of the paper in here and this lovely little tag. And then I fussed about with this little piece so that I would bring it back, as I mentioned that I would. And when I did this little cluster, which I love, just this little floral cluster right here, I popped it in there, and that was not my intention at all to put it there, and I love it. So I did. I then took one of the film strips that I had printed and that came out in an odd color, but it worked perfectly, because remember I told you I was sort of arguing a bit with my printer. Anyway, it came out and it's perfectly tucked in there. So one more of the large gray florals, and I'm just going to pop another of the yellow right there. And the gray here is flat to the page, and this one is going to be popped up. So that gives me 5 flowers. I love it. I think that is just perfect. And you see Katie has a cluster here. How am I doing that? There we go. Katie has a cluster up here with her photo in that corner. Maybe a little bit more than I do, but I like that. And she has a little cluster down here as well. So we're doing good with that. Now, I'm wondering, I definitely want to get my title down. Now, do I want the title, because as I said, it's going to be VILLE LUMIERE. So do I want it here, a little bit the way Katie has it? Will it sort of VILLE, sort of here, and then Lumiere underneath, or do I want it here? Well, if I do it here, it has to come up here, and then I will come here, and then all the way out here. Now, you see, isn't that funny? When I went off earlier, I thought that is what I wanted to do, but now I don't think so anymore. I think we are going to put it right here. Yeah, we are. We're going to put it the way Katie has it. So this is going, I think my Lumiere may have to be all in caps, but we'll see, because I only have one VILLE. Where's the other? See, I only have 2 lowercase L's and the one lowercase E, but oh, there, I like that. So VILLE, yeah, but now, but I do have the, no, I think I can manage it. I might have to use my 3. So the E's may look a little bit weird, but they're going to look a little bit, because I don't want Lumiere in caps. So I think we're going to wing it and see. Let me get my little dot in there. It's a little bit dark because the weather is, again, going into an odd direction today. Now, can I get this all on this one line? Because I would like to. Let's see if we can do that. So that's maybe a little close together. Maybe I'll bring it over, down, and then I'll tuck the U in, because there was not, yeah, there we go. How about if I do that? And then we'll do the M. the eye. Then we're going to have to use the 3s, aren't we? Because I don't have any more E's. So it's going to look a little weird, but you know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. A lowercase r. And another 3. And that is going to fit just as we say in Canadian Italian, just. All right, I like that. Let me get my little dot on the eye here. All right, there we go. There, on that. So, so in the end, I like that. You see, sometimes when you think of things one way, it turns out nicer a different way. So I do like this. Now, I don't think we need much more. I might just want to bring in, do I want to maybe bring in a couple of these gorgeous Bramble Fox stars? I think I might. Here, like this. There we go. Yeah, I do. I like that. Okay, so let's bring in, and then we'll have to bring a couple up there as well to make sure we have everything in the right spot. So there, let's just pop that right there. And then a larger one here in black. I want it like that. Whoopee. Yeah, there we go. Like that. Bring it there. Okay, now up here, I might just want, do I want to tuck maybe one in here? Like that. Like that. Or do I want just one there? No, I don't really want to go any higher, I don't think. So I'm thinking I might, hang on, here, pop. I want to pop one underneath here. No. Ah, maybe there. No, I don't want to bring this out more. So I think we'll go up here, but then this is too big. And that is too big. So let's see, do I have, so I don't have any small yellow. I only have the one. Okay. Because I would have liked, I think. So then I guess we will go, just because I don't really need to bring the yellow in here because I have the yellow florals. So I guess we will just pop those there and one up here. There you go. And I think that does it. And that finishes that off. Or do I want one here? Do I want to pop that under here, maybe? No. Let's do that. And that. Yeah, there. No, bring that in there. Okay, let me get that one down. Oh, that one, the back here isn't off, but that's fine. It was off in the front. So let me do that there. I'm going to put that one up there. But yeah, I'm going to put it there. I thought I didn't want to go any higher, but I think that's going to look fine there. Lovely, in fact. And so pop one there, and then let's just get one tucked right in there and move this over a little bit. There we go. All right, my friends, that does it. So I'm so sorry I missed part of this. I don't know why that happened. It seems to be, I think it has to do with incoming messages from Messenger, but perhaps like it's coming in at the same time as I'm saying record video. And that's very, very rare because this is like only the third time it's happened and it's been months since it did. But anyway, I'm so sorry. But here you go. May I Scraplift you for February. Make sure you pop on down below and see what everybody else has for you today on May I Scraplift you. And Katie, thank you for the wonderful inspiration as always. And we will see you back here next month on the second Saturday for another May I Scraplift you. Bye for now, my friends.